XTZ, we start with 1 hour chart. Just I want to give you a quick update. First of all, if we refer to our analysis, since the price was within this move, we have been looking for buy, and this is what we get. And the first target was, as we can see, 5.91. As we can see the price tag. Now we're looking for the second target. We want to see whether the price can tag or not. Anyway, we move all these things. We don't need it anymore. The only thing is whoever get the trade within this range, they have to start to manage if they keep the trade. Okay. And even if you refer to our analysis in my last video, we mentioned we're looking for the reversal, and this is what we get. All right. Even we mentioned when the price was here, we mentioned we can expect the price to tag and break the top. But if there is a continuation as a corrective move, we cannot look for trade. As we can see, the only way was I mentioned, may we can look at this one. The only way if anyone get the trade based on lower time frame 15 or not. Okay. The only way if anyone get the trade from here, because at that times I mentioned, rather than that, there was no other trade setup, or if anyone is looking for the small correction. Anyway, as what we expected, the price move, but the only question was after this one, we didn't have any trade setup unless anyone trade get the trade from here. For me, I didn't take the trade. Okay. And in this case, we move to daily chart. We want to see how we can look for trade. As we can see, based on daily chart, still we can, because we're looking for continuation, but the question is we can expect the price consolidate here for quite time. And how about if I move to forward chart? Based on forward chart, the only thing is the price continue and broke the previous top, as what we can see here, and we see the divergence. Now we're looking for, still we can look for continuation, but we have to get the trade setup. Even if this one continues as a corrective move, if we do the trade setup, we are not going to look for buy. All right. And the only question I want to ask, I mean, we need to know about here whether this one we can give it can give us one more drop similar to what we have here for this flat, or we can expect this one turn to DP correction similar to what we get here for bigger flat with the internal 1, 2, 3. What I want to see is that any correction from here, we will take the trade. Okay. In this case, we move to 1 hour chart. If we want to look for trade, as I mentioned, based on forward chart, we mentioned maybe we get the correction either similar to what we have here or here, but we cannot confirm either we get here or the price move higher. That's why I mentioned any trade setup from now, we'll take the trade. If the price start to correct and give us a trade, we will look for buy. All right. But right now we don't have any trade setup. And the best things is if this one at least turn to similar what we have here, then from there we can look for reversal. Rather than that, maybe we need to trade based on 15 minutes. Can we get any trade based on 15 minutes? All right. Can we put this one as a flag? I don't think so, because the best thing is let this one correct a bit more. Because if there is a continuation from here, the only way is to have entry above this. Then it depends on the traders whether they can take the risk or not. But if the price start to correct here, then we can look for trade setup. Anyway, what we're doing here, we want to analyze the chart. We know where the price is moving, similar to what we get here. We knew the price is going to continue and break the top. But the only question is, we want to get the trade set up before we look for trade. This is the things I want to mention here. All right. It doesn't mean we cannot trade setup based on lower time frame, but we can get the trade setup based on lower time frame. But whatever we analyze is based on 1 hour and 4 hours, because based on lower time frame, anytime we can see the changes. Okay. As I mentioned, still we can look for continuation, but to look for trade, we have to wait to get the correction and trade setup. Rather than that, we are not going to trade it. Okay. And in this case, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, for the best things is let this one correct a bit more, at least similar to what we get here. As I mentioned, based on forward chart. Then from there, any reversal for buy, we will take the trade. Anyway, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, I will share. Thanks.